Content is king. Content is everything. The more you do, the more chances you have to be shown and have exposure, and it's really a volume game. A lot of people worry about saturating the market, and that's not realistic unless you're doing 1,000 posts a day, something crazy. But content is king, and that's your voice, that's your brand, that's your identity online, that's your exposure. That is the most important piece of your business if you're trying to market, is content. So when a business comes to us and says, hey, our marketing isn't working, majority of the time it's due to, say, consistency of social media content or something like that. They're not really posting enough frequency to drive the results they're hoping for. And then a lot of times they're not even really running ads. They're just kind of posting sometimes on social media as they need to, or what they feel like they need to do. And then they don't really have like a strong sales process in place for it. You know, you gotta focus on the sales funnel. Like, what is that first point of contact, and then how do you keep targeting them and then get to where the lead is warmer and then closing the deal. But majority of businesses are just very inconsistent, or what they feel like they're consistent, but in reality it's inconsistencies on the marketing efforts, social media. They get super hyped up for like a month, go super hard, don't see the results they're looking for, and then just kind of slowly die off. When building a brand, you have to be consistent for a long period of time. It's not just a hard push for a single month and then that's it. You know, it takes sometimes years. A common misconception business owners face with marketing, or they face something they think is gonna work and doesn't work, is they just immediately start off with maybe a large ad spend. Yes, you'll see some results. Obviously that's gonna drive awareness because you're forcing it in front of the audience, but you don't really have the systems in place to really nurture those leads or convert or add enough friction to eliminate the bad leads. Like, for instance, if you're starting from scratch on ads and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna have them go to the homepage of my website. Like, that's not a good process. You should probably, depending on the business, maybe have a landing page that has the offer or whatever you're selling super clear, with clear call to actions across the page, just to make it super easy for them to see. And what the ad says is where they need to go. Like, it needs to mirror what the offer was from the get-go. So a lot of misconceptions they face is like, I'm just gonna dump everything into ads. In reality, there's a lot more steps that you need to implement really before you take that financial obligation to generate leads. Most businesses are leaving money on the table with their lead nurturing. Speed to lead is a crazy important part of your business. Think about it this way: if a customer walks in your door and you let them walk around your business for 2 hours without saying a single thing, helping them, giving them any information, just a friendly hello, welcome, chances are that person's gonna leave your store. They're not gonna wanna do business with you because they did not feel greeted. And it's almost more important online now when these leads come in that you respond to them quicker. Like, I believe it's over 5-minute response time. It's like a 350% chance of that lead just walking away. So nurturing your leads and speed to lead is incredibly important for businesses. You have to treat every online lead almost more important because they have so much information at the click of their thumb, between socials and other businesses online, you know, whatever it may be. There's just so many more resources online versus someone walking in your store, so you cannot miss that opportunity to close that deal. A hard pill to swallow for a lot of business owners is reinvesting your money and resources into marketing. Business owners that want to win and do win typically understand it. You know, it's no different than hiring that great employee that really helped your business grow. I mean, you have to treat it the same way. It's a resource to create awareness, to eventually generate more leads and revenue for your business. So it's an investment, just like you've been spending the entire time growing your business, hiring people, whatever it may be. You do it every single day, but you just do it in different ways. When it comes to marketing, you can obviously spend a lot of money. I mean, there's businesses that spend millions and millions and millions of dollars a month, a year. There's people that spend $100,000 a day in ads. In comparison, you know, $100 a day versus $100,000 a day is a massive difference, but that's because they know the return's there. One thing to say though, like you need to make sure you have the data in place and it's calculated. If your attributions are broken and you, hey, let's start off $1,000 a day and you have no idea where the money's going, don't do that. Like, it's a bad idea. You need to make sure the systems are in place first so you can accurately know what's happening behind the scenes. A customer that came to us that had a problem that we were able to help them solve was someone in the trade industry. You know, they're in that line of work, and they were struggling with bookings. Basically, they wanted to get more leads or calls or whatever coming in for their business, and they've worked with agencies in the past, maybe running Google ads or these things, but they didn't really have a brand or a presence online. There's a lot of like AI slop is what I would call it. You know, it's just like we've gotten to a world where it's super easy to make certain things, and people just kind of do that and don't really take their time to make it good or anything. So, you know, that's a big issue businesses are facing. That's what they're being sold from a lot of these other agencies. So we were able to help them actually produce their own content, put their faces in the content brand, you know, that got the community excited, seeing local business active online. And then we were able to start putting ad money behind that to help them generate leads. And they basically doubled their call volume within, gosh, it was less than 2 months, I think, which is a great result. Like, you know, we tell people it takes time because it does, you know, it's not guaranteed because you're dealing with people, market, recessions, or whatever's going on in the world. You know, there's always different variables that change the market, and we are always quickly adapting and making sure we're giving you the best thing we can with the current time. So anyone guaranteeing results is probably not being truthful, just due to the fact markets change, you know, and it's different for every single business. Like, you can have a pretty good structure and formula and like, okay, this is typically what we get, but if you say, I'm 100% guaranteeing you this result exactly, unless it's like a super easy result to get, like, hey, I can get you 1 million views. I mean, anyone could really do that with time or whatever it is. What actually generates revenue for that business? Like, views don't necessarily turn into return. 1 million people in California are seeing it, and you're an HVAC company in Georgia. What does that do for your business? So that's not what we're after. So any business owner that is watching this and maybe has been burned in the past by other agencies, just know there are good people and agencies out there. You just have to do your due diligence and have a good interview with them. Whenever you jump on an onboarding call, make sure they're a good fit for your business, and they should be doing the same for their business. If they're not doing that, they're probably just trying to make you another number. A lot of people on social now are experts in these places, or they're AI experts. And I don't ever want to talk bad about another agency or people, because, you know, everyone's a business and they're trying to grow, and I'm here to support businesses. But you shouldn't be hurting people's businesses to grow your business. That is a terrible thing to do. There are good agencies out there, and you just have to make sure you pay attention and do some research and not just hurry up and jump the gun on something. I mean, a lot of people we onboard, I mean, we talk for weeks, months. I mean, there's been people that we talked for 2 years before they ever onboarded, because I don't want to push them into something they're not ready for or comfortable. All I can do is show them our process and what we can hopefully do for their business as far as results and things that work for our current customers as far as proof, and say, hey, this is what we can do, and this is what you're looking for, great. If not, then, you know, I wish you nothing but the best.